it's AP101, and this is just a quick update on the Unimog. We've got, well, we're up to step number 40, and this is what we've got. Yeah, it's really a nice little kit. You know, there's some fiddly parts to it, and you're gonna have to do a lot of cleanup as far as the flash. But for me, as I said earlier, cleaning up flash is no big deal. I grew up, you know, around the old Aurora kits and Lindbergh and Hawk and Palmer and Pyro, and you know, for me, cleaning up flash is just part of the process. It's nothing but this little thing is as detailed as a 124th or 125th truck kit. I'm really impressed with how much detail this little thing has. But as you can see, we got the wheels on it. They were just gone over with the treads with a sanding stick, and then a little finer grit sanding stick on the sidewalls to kind of rough them up, because I think they're actual rubber and not the vinyl. So I wanted to knock that rubbery shine off the sidewalls as well. So we've got that done. It's sitting on all four wheels, so I'm glad of that, because as I said in the last video, you have to watch this rear axle, because you can get it on there crooked if you're not careful, and then you'll have a car or a truck that's sitting on three wheels. The front end is not so much that way. There's enough locators and pins and stuff that you don't have to worry about that front, but that back end you do. So be very, very careful of that. And if you're careful and watch what you're doing, you'll have the thing sitting on all four wheels. So we're using, you know, I was going to go with a like the box art, you know, the olive green with olive green and tan and black camo, or dark green actually. I don't think it's black, I think it's just a dark green. But I decided, I ran across a picture of Unimog that was gray, all in gray. And I just kind of thought it looked pretty cool with the gray. It was like a light gray, medium gray, and a dark gray instead of the green. I don't know if it was, trying to think of what army used it. I don't remember now. But I just thought the gray was cooler, so I thought, well, I already started with the gray on the frame, so I might as well continue that. So we're going to be using three different grays. The battery box, I believe this is a battery box, the fuel tank, the spare tire holder on this side here, and the steps on both sides to get into the cab. Those are done with the dark gray Tamiya XF24. And then I also have, we'll be probably doing the cab in the, well, maybe the light gray here, the XF66. And then we'll have some camo patterns using the XF53, which is a neutral gray. They call it neutral, but it's darker. And then we'll have the XF24 as well that we used on the fuel cell and battery box. So basically we have a light, medium, and dark gray is what the body will be. The zinc from Americana that I painted the frame with, that's a really close, it's almost identical in shade actually to the Tamiya XF24 dark gray. So if you don't have, or can't find, or what have you, if you can't find the XF24, the Americana zinc is really, really, it's really close. I mean, the zinc may be maybe one shade lighter. I mean, it's so close that these almost look identical in color. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I've got so far. I think the following steps now, I think that's it for the chassis. I think we're done. I think all the rest of the steps now are working on the cab and the body, and putting, you know, like, well, I got to put the tail lights on. That's in step 42, I think. The lens for the tail lights, I got to put that on. I haven't done that yet. So we got to do that. Yeah, I think this is done. So 40 steps to get this done is a lot of steps for a little 1/35th. Trying to think if I got anything else. I don't think so. I think that's all I've got on the Unimog. Got to paint the gas cap black. Haven't done that yet, but yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm just gonna start to ramble if I don't end this. So, all right, guys, take care. We'll see you in the next update.